Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, 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 hello. Testing, testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Well, that works. Hey everyone, my name is Ben Grimico. I'm from INTERNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And this is a online Raleigh chapter meeting. And what we do is we meet at certain restaurants or cafes or diners, or we'll meet online. So this is an online meeting. It's very easy to meet online. In order to get to your chapter, you log into your INTERNACHI dashboard, top right corner, log into your dashboard, and then scroll down on the left, and you get to your chapter. So I'm at the Raleigh chapter here. We'll take a look to see what that looks like. And there's the Raleigh chapter, and we'll have events. And this is the free online chapter meeting event that we're having. And tonight, we're going to take a look at a few things. The new free online pre-drywall inspection course. We're going to take a look at some advanced training for inspecting foundations and crawl spaces in North Carolina. We're going to learn how to get free online CE, state-approved CE in North Carolina. And then we're going to talk about the North Carolina Home Inspector Conference in 2026 because we had such a great time last year. Look at all those folks. That was a free North Carolina State Home Inspector Conference we had in Raleigh. All right, so the first thing I want to do is, again, show you where to get onto your chapter. So you go to your dashboard, your INTERNACHI dashboard, and you log into your INTERNACHI dashboard. And if you wanted to come to a large convention, we're having a big Texas event down in Dallas, Texas in October of this year, 2025. But on the left-hand side, you can scroll onto a chapter. And so I have the Raleigh chapter here. And it looks like that. And the first thing we want to talk about is the free online pre-drywall inspection course. So to get to that, go to anynachi.org page, go to Get Started, and scroll down to the Training and Education. This is where all of our online courses provided by our Home Inspector College. This is a tuition-free Home Inspector College accredited by the U.S. Department of Education. It's a real college. And in the search, you type in pre-drywall and you click it. And you log into the pre-drywall inspection course. Inside the pre-drywall inspection course, it's essentially a code training course. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest. I haven't seen anything bigger than this course. INTERNACHI's free online pre-drywall inspection course is actually going to teach you the 2024 International Residential Code. And what we have are videos as well. So that's Philip Dancer, and he's a certified professional inspector, and he does pre-drywall inspections, rough-in inspections, essentially. And that is that opportunity for a certified home inspector to go into a home that's being built before the drywall and insulation is installed. So you take a look at everything. This course is all about building standards and practices and manufacturer recommendations. If you wanted to be a better home inspector, learn building standards, the most recent modern code. So the 2024 International Residential Code, well, it's free and online. You don't have to pay for it. The International Code Council provides the entire code online. And so we're taking a look right now at the 2024 International Residential Code, and they'll also show you what has been updated, right? So if you go back to the course, we take a look at all of these topics: the foundation, decay and termite protection, framing, exterior wall covering, roof framing, roof covering, building features, mechanical, plumbing, and electrical. And it's going to take a long time to complete this course. The really cool thing about taking an InterNACHI course, one, it's provided by a tuition-free college, and two, you can go in and out of the course and it will remember where you left off. You don't have to take the entire course from beginning to end. You can jump into any areas that you want to learn. So if you wanted to learn about foundations, well, we have an entire chapter on foundations. If you wanted to learn about decay and termite protection, we have this huge chapter section on termite decay and termite protection. We also have inspection scenarios. So we'll go through an inspection scenario. We also have checklists. So here's the decay and termite protection inspection checklist within InterNACHI's free online pre-drywall inspection course. And you can download these checklists and then upload them into your software that you use. Okay? So that's the first topic, the free online pre-drywall inspection course provided by an accredited college, tuition-free for InterNACHI members. And if you're not a member, just email me, ben@internachi.org, and I can get you a free trial membership. Now, advanced training for inspecting foundations and crawl spaces in North Carolina or anywhere. What you want to do is you want to go to our library, and it's nachi.org/articles, nachi.org/articles, and get to our library of inspection articles. It's an online library. You don't need a library card, and you don't need a key to get in. It's always open. And what you do is you do a search in this library for the word foundation. And you're going to get to an article called Foundation Fundamentals, Inspecting Load Paths and Water Paths. Now, I take you there because at the bottom of this online article about foundations, inspecting foundations, there's going to be a list of all these other articles. There's an article about understanding all types of code inspections. And there's an article about cracking the code for a solid foundation. And there's another article about load paths and water paths. Here's one about footings, and then rebar, and then anchor bolts, and sill plate protocols, and frost protected shallow foundations. And it goes on and on with these advanced inspection training articles about the foundation. And it's all based upon code. So now we have a free online pre-drywall inspection course that's essentially a really great course to prep to become an ICC certified code inspector, because you're going to learn the code. So that's a pre-drywall inspection course. Then we have advanced inspection training articles, like the difference between damp proofing and waterproofing. Do you know the difference between the two? Waterproofing is not common. It's for protecting a foundation from hydrostatic pressure, like a water table. And there's always a concern about water being pushing into the foundation. Most foundations are damp proofed. That's why we have a lot of water problems in the United States, at least, in our crawl spaces and foundations, because they're damp proofed. If you're a home inspector and you're looking at the exposed foundation, you should be looking at certain features that can help you identify whether this is damp proofing or waterproofing. And all of this is based upon code. As an InterNACHI certified home inspector or as a licensed home inspector, you're required by the standards of practice to look at the foundation and also look at how the home manages water. And part of that water management is the way that the foundation is protected from water intrusion. We're always looking at this at home as home inspectors. We're always looking around the perimeter of the home and how that surface water is draining away. If you're inspecting a home according to the home inspection standards of practice, you're inspecting around the foundation the way the grading is sloped. And that standard is in the code. The standard by which you decide how to inspect a home and the way that home and the surface drainage is sloping and diverting water away is based upon code. You're a better home inspector when you know how to inspect code. I know we're not code inspectors, but when you're inspecting a home, according to the home inspection standards of practice, you don't know whether something is right or wrong unless there's a standard. And the standard isn't your opinion. The standard is building science and building code. So learn code. Your code knowledge just makes you a better home inspector. Okay. If you're looking at the foundation and you see some white stuff on it, that's called efflorescence. When you observe active water penetration, sometimes it isn't wet, but it has indications of prior active water penetration. Right now in the United States, take all of our homes that we have millions of homes right now in the United States. 11.7 million homes have water intrusion problems into the foundation or crawl space. Home inspectors are really valuable. We can see these things and report to them and educate our clients upon them if we know what we're looking at. So we need to know building standards and codes in order to figure out, is this house managing water? And we also need to know about the indications, the observed indications, the signs of problems. And there's no better place to get trained than InterNACHI. This is the difference between damp proofing and waterproofing, by the way. Think of work boots and these leather boots, right? They're not waterproof. If you step in water in these boots, you're going to get wet. This is damp proofing. This is waterproofing. If you got the rubber boots on and going for a little walk through the puddle, you're going to stay dry. Your socks are going to stay dry. That's damp proofing. If you're inspecting a home, according to the home inspection standards of practice, you're basically looking at damp proofing. Learn how to inspect these things with InterNACHI's advanced training, pre-drywall inspection course, advanced training articles, especially on foundations. So that's the pre-drywall inspection course. That's the training of foundations and crawl spaces. Now, how do you get free online North Carolina approved or state approved CE to renew your license? Well, you log into your dashboard. You click My Dashboard. And on the left-hand side, you're going to go down to licensing. There's Get Started, there's certification, there's local resources, and then there's licensing. You want to click licensing and scroll down and click your state. We have all these states here and all these provinces. So I'm in North Carolina. I'm going to click North Carolina. And I get to the state page. On this state page, there will be a section about free online state approved CE. Inspector Continuing Education is free and online for InterNACHI members. If you're in North Carolina, the state gives you a fee. You have to pay the state in order to upload proof that you took CE. InterNACHI pays for that. So when we say it's free, state approved CE courses, it's absolutely free. Okay, so that's the pre-drywall inspection course. We talked about how to get to the free pre-drywall inspection course. We talked about the advanced training for inspecting foundations and crawl spaces. We talked about how to get state-approved CE to renew your license. And now it's the North Carolina Home Inspector Conference 2026. So we had a great time last time.
You see there's that blue tablecloth headed out there?
Very successful inspection company. How I could handle that contractual. Okay, this is a throwback.
The conference is free, breakfast is free, lunch is free, CE is free.
I'll give it a gift for my credits. There we go.
William, pardon? Erica Pugh here.
You get a free year membership to Internet. Come on up here.
So we had a really great time. Oh, that's my Colt. Do you watch my Colt? It's fantastic if you want electrical inspection training. What a great resource. So the next North Carolina Home Inspector Conference 2026 is going to be in Charlotte, and it's going to be in the beginning of 2026, and it's going to be free. And it's going to include instructors from all over and all kinds of advanced training. But it's also going to include the 4-hour mandatory course. In North Carolina, there's a 4-hour mandatory course, changes every year, and there's only a handful of people who can teach that course. We're going to have somebody on staff at InterNACHI staff to teach that 4-hour mandatory course at the conference for free. So don't take an expensive class. Wait. Go to the InterNACHI conference. The conference in 2025 that we just had the 4-hour mandatory course, and it was free. So was the conference and the food and the lunch and everything was free. So everything that I'm talking about, the North Carolina Home Inspector Conference 2026, the state-approved continuing education to renew your license, that's free. The advanced training for inspecting, that's free. And the new free online pre-drywall inspection course, that's free as well. With everything, with InterNACHI, everything is free, including our Tuesday night online chapter meetings. And that's what I wanted to share. I wanted to share where to get these resources. Because with InterNACHI, you have everything you need to be successful. You have all of the training, all the pre-licensing, the examination, the certification, and then the specific training like pre-drywall inspection courses, advanced training on foundations and crawl spaces, free CE, and a free conference. So I want to thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you at the next Raleigh chapter event. Bye, y'all.